I was watching JLR, guys, and this guy popped up on his panel. His name is Zach. I don't remember how to say his last name. His first name is part of a Jordanian first name too, so it's a longer, more complicated name. I've heard his name pop up before. I've seen his picture pop up before in the Nancy Guthrie case, and then it just kind of died down. But I think he was on Alex's channel yesterday, and then he popped up on JLR today. So they were questioning him. I wouldn't say they were grilling him, but they were questioning him. But he did everything they asked. When they told him to get out the car and walk so they could see his gate, he did all of that. I don't think he had anything to do with the case. I definitely don't think he's the porch guy, because one, he wasn't in this country since 2019, and I guess he was on a different show where he showed all his passport stamp and stuff like that. Two, he's shorter than the porch guy. He's only like, well, he did it in centimeters, and when we divided it, it came to like 5'7" point something. So he said 5'8" to round up. So he's shorter than the porch guy. And his weight also, he said 105 kilograms, which is 231 pounds. He does look a little bit chubby. We think that the porch person bulked up, right? So we think it's a skinnier person that bulked up. So I don't think he has anything to do with it, but I still want to ask the cards. Did Zach have anything to do with it? I kind of like the guy. He was kind of fun to have on JLR's show. He said 3 weeks after Miss Nancy went missing, when he heard his name was being put out there that he could be a person of interest, he called the authorities himself from Jordan. He asked some people over there in Tucson to find a number for him, and he called. And doesn't know if he spoke to the sheriff department or the FBI, but he spoke to somebody that said, some woman told him, no, you're not a person of interest. You know, we already checked you out. So I guess they probably already checked him out to know that he was not in the country, so he could not be a porch guy, right? So I don't think he is, but I just still wanted to ask the cards, because you know, this is what we do. We formulate our opinions, we ask the question, and we let the cards fall where they may. So the mountain is about a block delay. So he left Tucson in 2019. He came to America in 2014, got married, had kids, left right before the pandemic. He said all he had was a green card. And he says when you stay out of the country more than 2 years, they cancel it. I don't know if that's what they're doing now, but they didn't do that to different family members that I know. Like my uncle Roy, my mom's uncle, he's long gone. But he had his green card, and he wasn't living in America, and they did give him a warning that if you don't come and live here, then we'll take it away. And I know my cousin's in-laws, one of the sister-in-law, they warned her and she didn't come, and then they took it away. But they waited like 10 years. He said it's 2 years. So I don't know about that part, but a lot of things have changed with this regime that's in power, right? So this is some type of block. He didn't want to tell us what he did for a living, and I don't think he should have to tell us if he didn't want to share it, right? He's living over there in Jordan. He doesn't live here. The son, it's a good card. I don't think this guy did it. And then him that we put in the middle. You guys like my setup right here? I like the way I have the table angled now, so the table is sitting in the middle of the room. And I like what you're seeing in the background. Are you seeing through the window? A little bit, right? A little bit. Let's see. Pull that curtain a little bit. A little bit through the window. Yay. I like it. I like my backgrounds to look happy. And then the moon, some type of intuition, illusion, stuff like that, right? And then the stars. Let's see what the stars is about. The star, 16. 16. And the star is about hopes, dreams, guidance, visions, and the internet. And the moon. Hi, Josh.
Hey.
What's up? You ready for your birthday tomorrow? Intuition, illusion, romance, dreams, huh?
After the DMV, yeah.
So I have to give you guys a little story. So Josh's driver's license is expiring on his birthday tomorrow, and they sent it 2 months ago for him to renew, and he's thinking he could do it online and just pay the fee and they'll send it in the mail, because he said, I don't care if I don't have a real ID, because he has a passport. Well, lo and behold, when I finally sat down, and because I kept telling him, they sent it what, back in April?
Sure.
All of April, all of May, and now June, right? And so I kept telling him, do your thing, renew your thing, renew your thing. When I finally opened the letter or the envelope on June the 1st, it says he needs to go in regardless, because they need to do an eye test, and that's it, right? An eye test.
Yeah, just an eye test.
Just an eye test. And so he has to go, so might as well do the real ID. So he gathered all his documents, uploaded it, they approved it, And then they sent the approval like the next day. They say within 2 days, but it came the next day. And I said, you need to go make that appointment rapidly because they fill up pretty quickly. And he goes, really? So he goes and he makes the appointment. And the appointment comes. The first available date they had was his birthday.
The earliest day?
Earliest day was his birthday. And I think they did it that way so it wouldn't expire. Hey, let's ask them the question. Can you drive on the day that your license expires? Because he has to go to the DMV at 9:01, not 9:10. You sure it's not 9:10?
9:01.
9:01 in the morning is his appointment, but it expires tomorrow on his birthday. So does it go till midnight
Oh,
on his
my bad.
birthday?
You're right.
9:10?
9:10.
I know 9:01 sounded weird.
I don't know why I saw the one and I was like, that's it.
So he has to pay $46 to renew because that's the cost here in California. Regardless if it's real ID or just a regular one, it's $46. I think the last time that I did mine was like $32. I think mine expires again in 2029. Child, Joshua started to rail up. For people who don't understand that Creole, it means pop off. And he says, I have to give them money for my birthday? It was so funny. Joshua, you crazy. Yeah, I don't, this spread tells me I don't think this guy had anything to do with it, but I'm going to keep my eye on him because I don't know what this moon is about. What kind of illusion this is, alright? So we'll keep our eye on it. But I like the guy, and I don't think he had anything to do with the Nancy case. What they
It
say?
says, no, it's illegal to drive on the day your license expires.
That will take you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, guys? Renew your thing when it comes. Now, I want to renew my registration for my Tahoe. It's due August like the 7th or the 8th. See where we are? June. It came already. And I don't have to smog, so I want to do it now, but it's like 170 something. So I'm going to pinch every money I can get to pay that early because I hate paying that when my birthday is due. My birthday is August 14th. So I want to ask the question about Alex
Dusty.
because Juice was on JLR right now and they open a Give, Send, Go. You know about that one, Josh? Give, Send, Go?
Is it
They
like
said it's
Kickstarter?
better than GoFundMe. And they already raised $5,000 in this last 2 hours on JLR show. And Juice is trying to raise $7,000 because it's about $3,000 to $5,000 to fight a misdemeanor. Can you imagine? This guy has to pay so much money to fight a misdemeanor. And Tucson has a misdemeanor, but he has his own Give, Send, Go going. Alex doesn't have anything set up, and he has like 4 misdemeanors and 1 felony. You know, so I'm like, is Alex gonna be okay? Is Alex gonna be okay? Is he gonna get an attorney that can fight for him? Why is he so lackadaisical about this? Why does he not want him to raise money to help him? What's going on? Does he want to go to jail?
Trying to go into the chair?
Gonna look for Alex. Really need her face. Is that because her hair is missing? Why her face looks like that?
Yeah.
Really need for her face to come back because I have pictures of her looking beautiful. Jada might really need to take her for some steroids. We're gonna ask what is a natural steroid for dogs. Damn, where the man at? Okay. Why do I keep getting a ship for Alex? Alex is not gonna run. Because he can't leave the state. He can't drink alcohol. He can't take illegal drugs. He can't what? Can't go to Miss Nancy's house. They have a lot of stipulations on him. Okay, the first card is the ship, vacation, travel, journey. The next card is the mice. This is anxiety and worry. He is worried. He's pretending like he's not worried, but he is worried. He needs to let the guys help him. I think he's so bitterly angry because he feels I shouldn't have these charges, but nevertheless they're there, right? And then Alex in the middle. He's gonna come into some luck. The Clover right here, some good fortune. And then this is the crossroads. He's gonna have to make a decision. Come on, Alex. Decide to receive the help, okay? Decide to receive the help. So there's no really bad cards here except for the mice that's about worry, right? So let's pull 3. This is the gush, by the way. This is the gush. I'm tired today. Let's pull 3 cards to ask about the mice. Is Alex worried? Is he worried? Does he have reason to worry? It's better, huh? I worry about that felony because the felony is about resisting arrest, which he wasn't resisting arrest. He's just a big guy because he's got Russian in him. And he just got up, and he's so big compared to the cops that they're like falling all over the place like little munchkins. And I feel like they're going to try to plead that down to a misdemeanor and give him 5 misdemeanors and try to let him plead it out and then serve like 4 months to a year in jail. And I don't want that for him. I don't want him to have a record over this. He didn't do anything wrong, you know. I hate when I get court cards when I'm asking these yes and no questions because they're complicated to me. The King of Swords, ambitious, assertive, driven to succeed. He is driven to succeed, you know. Alex is very motivated. The Page of Wands, enthusiasm, exploration. He is a free spirit. He likes to explore. He just came back from the vacation in Vegas with JLR, and then he was supposed to go to the Queen Mary's. Like, come on, I wanted to see you guys there. Then the world, completion, fulfillment, travel. I travel again. Travel again. He's going to be free. He's not going to run. He's not going to run away. He's going to be free. These cases are going to be dismissed. I speak it. I speak it for them. Alright, so that's all for today, guys. Let's see if I can go watch some more videos to formulate more questions, because that's where I'm getting my questions. You know, when I see people talk on different people's shows, that's where I'm getting my questions. Alright, guys. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff, alright? Bye!